Should I talk about this? Let's talk about it. I am a normal person just trying to get my work published. He's gonna be opening up again and I am so sad and I have so much FOMO. Welcome back. How are we? How are you? I think I'm a bit too hyped. I need to chill out. I've just been out. I went to the grocery store because we needed some bread and butter for soup that we're having for dinner that I made yesterday for us, as in me and my partner. And it's made me so happy that it was like 4:30 in the afternoon and it was still light out. The lighter days are coming and I am so happy. It is in bulk. I couldn't remember the name for a second. It's in bulk on Sunday and next Monday. It's on the 1st and 2nd of February. For those of you that don't know, I celebrate the Wheel of the Year, and in bulk is the midpoint between winter and spring, and it kind of celebrates the fact that the days are getting longer now. So I am very excited for that. I don't know what I'm doing for it yet, but we'll see. I thought I would start the blog now because I've been having a lot of resistance when it comes to like just starting the blog. Once I start the blog, I'm fine, but then just the before I keep like putting it off and be like, oh no, I need to wait until something exciting happens. And gonna be honest, my life is not exciting. I am a normal person just trying to get my work published. I find my life exciting because I try to celebrate the small things, and I like this lower paid life that I have. But it's not exciting in that a lot of stuff is happening all the time and I can show you all of these fun things that I'm doing, because newsflash, that's just not my reality. So I thought I would like just start a blog now. I edited a video today. I went to the grocery store. I've done some chores around the house. I Oh, I scheduled a video as well, not just edited it, which is great. And yeah, I think the only thing left on my list is actually writing, which I haven't done anything today. I had a really good writing week last week. Let me check, because I've been tracking it on my planner. On Monday, I did 3,318 words. Tuesday was 3,906 words, which is the day that I showed in my day in the life video. It's the one that I've edited today. I'll put it somewhere. Wednesday, I didn't write. Thursday was 1,877 and Friday was 1,049 words. I took the weekend off because I was doing other stuff and I just wasn't writing. Balance. Sometimes balance means not writing for a couple of days, and that's totally fine with me. And yesterday, it is Tuesday today for me. Again. I don't know why I've been filming on Tuesdays recently. Anyway, I didn't write yesterday, but I was doing a lot of personal curriculum stuff and life planning thingy-mabobbies. I started planning my January monthly checking thing, which I haven't filmed yet. I might work on that later, just making notes, because otherwise I just yap and yap and yap forever. I also cooked the soup, which took way too long. Well, actually, I didn't mind it. I was having the time of my life. It was very chill. I had a bit of a crash out last week because the timeline of events, they make sense in the way that they happen, My problem is that I think they happen. They. Gosh, I can't speak. I really cannot speak today. I'm way too hyped. Let me just. I'm having a decaf coffee. I've added some honey in it. Let's see if I like it. Uh, I've been putting honey in all of my drinks recently, but yeah. Anyway, you don't care. I had a bit of a crash out last week because the timeline of events, it does make sense in the order that they happen. I just think it's a very short amount of time for them to happen in. So yeah, I was trying to think how I could fix it, and I then decided that I'm just gonna write it as it is, and then I can just, because I think the only way for me to know if the fixes that I have in my head work is to actually see them on paper when I've written them, because I know I'm such a pantster that I know as I write it, I may come up with a better solution, or just write it in a way that it just clicks and it makes sense. And I can also just fix it later. Like, I need to remember that even though this is the draft that I'm probably gonna submit to Revpit, it's not the draft that is gonna be the one that I query with next autumn. I think that's my deadline that I want to do, because it's a cozy fantasy. So it just, with witches, I don't know. It makes sense in my head that it's more of a autumnal chill vibes, have a nice warm drink whilst you're reading it. And it's also not going to be the final draft. Like, I'm getting too hung up on it needs to be perfect now, when I just know that that's just not my process and that's just not realistic. So we're gonna work on that. This is probably gonna be a couple of days in my life. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I guess it depends on how much I feel. But yeah, so happy to have you here. What are you working on? Tell me. Are you gonna submit to Revpit? Anyway, I'm just ranting now. Let's write. I've just realized I'm at 42,000 words in this draft too, which my goal for January was to reach 40K, so knocked that out of the park, didn't I? I'm never filming when I reach these milestones. I am so sorry. It's terrible. I will link the playlist for this whole process somewhere. It's normally in the description, but I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing. I'm sorry. What are we doing? Oh! My main character just had a very cute moment, bonding moment with one of her friends. Um, his name is Jax with two X's. I don't know why. I think I need to change his name, but I've kind of grown attached to it, and now I just don't really want to. But I just think it's such a silly name. I'm sorry if anyone out there is called Jax and you're watching this. I don't think it's silly. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's such a stereotypical fantasy name. I don't know. I'm also the type of writer that to make a name more fantasy, like I just I just add a Y instead of an I to the name. um, that's my bad habit as a writer. Do you have any bad habits? Let me know that in the comments, because I find those hilarious. I do. I don't think I have written any. Um, what's the phrasing? Any. She released the breath she was holding, kind of sentence. In this one, I was very, very intentional about not adding that in the Healer Witch, which is the book the previous book. I love that book. Is the one that I'm still currently querying, although I think I'm gonna stop that. I will make a video about that, I think, maybe. Good morning. I what I was gonna say, I'm in this very weird limbo. I think by the time this video goes out, I would have already talked about it. But the company I work for is closing. It's in the process of insolvency at the minute, and it looks like we're gonna be made redundant by the end of this week. But for the past month, like since the 5th of January, we have been having to log in, say good morning, see if there's anything for us to do, and just be on in case there's anything to do. But because we've cancelled all of our business, there's nothing for me to do. So I'm in like kind of holidays that I didn't get around Christmas during my annual leave because of the news that the company was closing. And then I just started job hunting right away. And, because I haven't been made redundant yet, and I don't start a new job until the mid-February, I'm just in this weird limbo of holidays, I guess. Fun employed. I don't know what to call it. But we're writing today, and I was about to do my morning routine and all that and update my trackers. I thought, which again, I got so the way I've been doing it to calculate more accurate, especially because I'm writing and editing at the same time, I've been subtracting the word count total minus the whatever total I had in TrackBear from the previous writing session. Sorry if it's shaky. It will probably be shaky. This is what my TrackBear is looking like. This is my chart for this whole project. Um, I did started I did start using TrackBear in November when I started the second draft. So this is all draft 2. That's my new total, which is great. So what I've been doing is taking my total word count from my Word document. I use Google Docs just because it's free, it's easy, I can access it from everywhere. I sometimes write on my phone, so yeah. Anyway, I get my total from the document, and then I subtract it by whatever last total I have in TrackBear, and that's how I get my new progress, because I find that that's more accurate for me since I'm also editing. So this kind of accounts for me deleting words and sentences and changing things, I guess. But yeah, I love the graphic. It's so cool. This is my favorite. I love seeing this, honestly. As you can see, December wasn't a great writing month, but January, pretty good. Well, November was the one. I finished writing that scene that I was talking about, and I started editing chapter 9 because I realized that I haven't actually done that since chapter 9, so I wanted to do another pass through it, just, make sure that it's okay. Good evening. I think it counts as the evening now. It's quite a few hours later. I've I've been trying to film, but there's been there've been like pruning trees outside, and it's been so loud. They literally just stopped, and I think they've been at it for like 3 hours. It's ridiculous. Because of that, I've been trying to edit this chapter, and I've just so distracted. Yeah, I mean, I've done something. I've done a little bit. I was also doing some other bits and bobs. I went on a run, which should I talk about this? Let's talk about it. it I mentioned in a different video that it's just been really, really hard. I was thinking about this a lot during my run and then when I was journaling because I was feeling very frustrated that I couldn't do the run as I wanted to. Basically, I've just walked in between running. I want to say sprints, but it's not like I'm sprinting, running quickly, just segments, I guess. And I was working a bit more, but I still went out. I still went on a run. Very frustrated because I was like, oh, why is this so hard when a couple of weeks ago it was just this one in particular was super easy. And then I was like, you are being so hard to yourself for no reason. Like, I still went out, I still ran, I still moved. It was a lovely day. It was so sunny. It made me so happy. And I was like, you would never make someone else feel like that wasn't enough or that that was like a failure. So why are you talking to yourself like this? And I think that also goes for writing. When a writing session doesn't go as I had planned it, or something is not as smooth as I want it, or the words are just, you know, they're just hard. And I'm having one of those days where like writing feels like I'm pushing a boulder up a hill. And I was like, you're still showing up, you're still trying, and it doesn't matter how long it takes you to reach your goal. The part is that you're still showing up, you're still taking steps. Even if those steps are small, they're still a step closer to you achieving that goal. And I think as long as you still trying, you should be proud. And I always tell this to people, and I don't know why when it comes to myself, it's just no. So I've been giving myself a little pep talk, and I thought I would share it in case you need to hear it today because you should be proud that you're trying to achieve something. Doesn't matter how big, how small, doesn't matter how quickly you get there or how slow you get there. It's all part of the process, it's all part of life, and you should be proud of every step that you're taking. And if you can't be proud of yourself right now, just know that I am. And I am so happy that you're showing up for yourself in whatever form you're able to. Now, when it comes to this draft, I'm still, I really want to finish editing this draft today. This draft? This chapter. My God. I've been super distracted. I also took some time to do my monthly budget because it was payday today, and doing my budget is one of my favorite things to do every month. I am such a boring person. It's a couple of hours later again. Dinner has been had. I watched the film with my partner. I finished editing chapter 9 and I started on chapter 10. And I am quite energized still. So I think because I'm in such a weird limbo, my routine has gone out the window. So I'm just gonna take advantage of the energy that I have and continue editing. On other news, this one agent that she's just dream agent for me. I would love for her to be my agent slash I would love for that agency to be the one that represents me is going to be opening up. She is a powerhouse. She is a completely out of my league. But when she first opened up after a couple of years, I think, uh, in 2025, a Discord a writing Discord that I'm part of, and that I have a lot of friends in, we all submitted to her, and she's the first agent that I ever sent the healer witch to, and she was also my first rejection. She's gonna be opening up again, and I am so sad, and I have so much FOMO because this project is just not ready for me to send it to anyone. But I'm like, not that I think that she would um, say yes. To be honest, she's such, yeah, she represents one of my favorite authors. I know that everyone in the Discord is going to be sending their queries to her, and I'm like, I want to join in. Last time we had a town crier that would every time would announce when they noticed that she was going through her queries, and it was just so fun going through that experience with everyone. We've had a couple of those since then as well with other agents, and I'm just having so much FOMO. Anyway, maybe that's why I'm fired up, you know? I'm like, let's just work on this so that I can actually have it ready for querying when a dream agent opens, and then I can send it. But anyway, that's my update. I think I'm gonna call it a night because I can't concentrate anymore. Somehow, even though I've been editing and I feel like I've deleted a lot, I still added 159 words to the draft today, so that's good going. I'm halfway through chapter 10. This one is a bit long, I'll admit. It feels a bit long, but I think it's because I've just haven't been concentrating, like I've been procrastinating a lot. But I got quite a bit done, which is fantastic. So I'll catch you tomorrow. Hi, good afternoon. It's been a few hours since the last clip, I think. I spent the morning editing chapter 10, 11, and what I have of chapter 12, which is quite a bit actually. I'm trying to decide whether leave chapter 12 where it is and start a new one, or continue but just like a little break. But we'll see. Depends how big this next section is. It's so hard to talk about it when I'm not giving spoilers. I've just been very focused on the edits. I know I'm gonna do another pass and I'm gonna do more intentional line edits and stuff. I think in this next scene, I'll be able to reuse a lot of draft one, because it's gonna be, what happens is the same. So I think I'm just gonna read that and then edit so I can see where we're going. It's 9 p.m. and I'm gonna call it a day, but I reached 45k. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to recycle a lot, but I actually couldn't. I had to rewrite a lot of that because some of that information she already knows, it's already been discussed and shown on page. So I had to rearrange that, and that's because I changed the timeline of when this particular scene happens, which it works a lot better for the midpoint. So it feels a lot more flashed out. Word count is 45,238. It's 9 p.m. now, so I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, make myself a tea, do some journaling, finish this episode of The Mentalist that I'm watching, and maybe knit. Yeah. Oh, do you want to see? I've been working on the project that I started in my everything but writing video, and that was like 2 weeks ago or something. I've picked up this quite a few times, but every time has been for like at least an hour or two, so I've made a lot of progress. Look at that. Look, it's a whole, yeah, that's a lot of progress actually, now that I'm seeing it there. But I love the color changing. Hi, it is Monday. I am wearing this for comfort, mainly emotional comfort, because the day has not been going how I wanted it to, but I'm determined to turn it around. It is Monday, the 2nd of February. Happy February, and happy in bulk if you celebrate. I didn't write anything on Friday or Saturday. I had some lovely family time and lots of, had a really good catch up. Maybe you can see this smoke. I've hit up my coffee. That's kind of cozy. Yeah, sorry. I took Friday and Saturday off writing. Yesterday I went to my writing group in person, and it was a really productive session. We do 1 hour and 30 minutes of writing and then just a lot of chatting. It was really good. I added 3,600 words to the draft. It was 2 scenes that I was able to just copy over and just needed some tweaking in terms of what happens, like the actions, not what it reads like. I'm not focusing on making it all sound very beautiful and very, it doesn't have to be the best. This draft is mainly to fix plot holes and all the inconsistency issues. Draft is at 48,800 and something words, which is just fabulous. So I think I'll end this blog when we reach to 50k, just to have that milestone for once when I'm filming. We reached 50,000 words. This is so exciting. Let me just take this off for the outro. There was this one scene that was I had to, I copied and pasted a lot, and then I was reading through it again and how it fit, and I was like, no. So I think I spent like 2 hours just reading through, fixing, adding new bits, changing some dialogue and stuff. We are at 50,221 words. I am gonna end this here. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.